I'm out here finna take a walk because I need one. I was up all night. I didn't even sleep. I mean, that ain't nothing new. Be in my feelings, be up thinking all night. Yeah. Um, Anybody who really knows me, and there's a lot of people who really know me, like from my childhood, growing up in the hood, my family know what type of person I am. I'm a caring person. I'm very emotional. I always loved the kids since I was a kid. I remember one of my homegirls used to tell me, "Bunny girl, you think everybody baby's cute." And I do. I think all the kids are pretty. Um, I was just saying that to say, and I want to get out that lady way. She walking her little doggy. But I'm always the type of person when I see somebody's in their feelings, I want to lend out my support. You know, when people are depressed and down, or, you know, people being bullied, you know, intimidated, and, you know, just things in that nature. I'm the type that would always want to be like, "You okay? No. You know, let me call you, let me come over, let's go out to eat," you know, or, you know, something to that effect, you know, like growing up with the homegirls and my associates that I had, and always wanting to come around. And I had one homegirl used to tell me, "Girl, you always smiling, always coming around, just laughing, just being this happy person." And sometimes I don't even recognize I'm this happy person until someone brings it to my attention. And then when they do bring it to my attention, it go in one ear and out the other, and I don't really still recognize that's me. But now, like I say, I be all in my feelings and I just be thinking, I be like, wow, everybody used to always say I was this happy person. And I guess that's just who I am. But right now, I'm not that person. I'll be lying if I say I'm okay, because I'm not okay. Um, I'm hurt. I'm broken. I'm not in pieces, but I'm broken. I'm frustrated. Ooh, I'm so frustrated. It's like my tension span is like really small, like small, shorter than a midget. And because of what I'm going through, you know, if anybody would know, like, wow, the white supremacist government is out here trying to kill you. And if anybody know that is happening with themselves, there's no way they can say they're okay. Unless, I don't even think people who do wrong, it's not our responsibility to bring harm to them. God already has a plan. You can't do wrong and think wrong won't come back to you. Karma is real. So people don't think it's real. You know, they think they could go out here and steal and kill, you know, and think karma is not real. I mean, you live by it, you die by it. So it's best to just be a good person, have that good mind, that good heart to know like, hey, I can't do that. That's not right. And I'm the first person who would say that to people that be in my surroundings. And if they doing so, I'll be like, no, don't do that. That's not right. You know, I can always now I can hear myself saying that to people because that's what I always used to say when I see people doing wrong. I'm the first person who speaks up. And even for myself, like, you can't do wrong to me and I not say something. Like, I'm an adult now. Oh, I guess I could say I always waited to say, you can't talk to me that way. And I'll say that in a minute. Don't talk to me that way. Don't do that. I'm so quick to correct somebody when they disrespect me. And I don't know if I said this on this channel before on one of my videos when before I found out it was the white supremacist government that was bringing harm towards my life. They were bullying me. This is when I lived in Victorville, California, in the Wimbledon's apartments in Victorville. Like I said, I lived in that apartment for 7 years, and this is where all the stuff took place at. Well, this is where it became noticeable to me that something wasn't going on right. But anyway, they used to bully me on social media, and I felt like a kid. One time I had told myself, oh, I feel like a kid. I feel like a kid. Is this what they do to these kids? Because they were telling me, oh, you bet not say nothing. Nobody likes you, and why don't you kill yourself? And nobody's going to help you. And I was like, wow, And I didn't respond back with saying like, why don't you kill yourself? Because that would be wrong for me to tell somebody to do that. That's not right. I know that's right. Even though I've been attacked in that way by them telling me to do this to myself, I would be totally wrong to reply back and say, why don't you kill yourself? That's just not me. I wouldn't say that. But it was more of they had me humbled. I couldn't say anything. It was more of me just listening to everything that was being thrown at me in my face, because I'm reading this like on my cell phone, the things that was being said. So as soon as I'm saying that to say, as soon as I found out, that's when I fled my apartment and ran out here. I found out it was the white supremacist government. I started telling everybody. I got on social media. I was on Twitter. I was on Facebook. I'm just tweeting it out to the presidents. I'm tweeting it out to all the celebrities, the stars. I'm just tweeting it out to everybody, people that I didn't even know. And I'm saying it out loud. I'm going to the police station. I'm going to the hospitals. I'm telling them at the police station. I'm telling them at the hospital. I'm just telling everybody. And that's just who I am. I wanted to let everybody know this is what's going on to me. In other words, like, hey, if they should succeed in what they're trying to do, like trying to kill me, if the government, the white supremacist government is able to have, it started in Victorville, that Kaiser Pharmacy and this Cadillac Kaiser in LA, switch your medication to give you bad medicine. They're trying to kill you because that's what that medicine could have done to me. If I wasn't being cautious, I knew something was going on, so I had to be cautious. That's why I didn't take those 100 capsules that they had gave me in Victorville. I felt suspicious about it because I never got those many pills before. This is from my endocrinologist. This is when I was dealing with my thyroid problem. Uh, um, so, yeah, I'm being cautious. So I never did take the pills, and I had got those pills probably a month after I left my apartment and came out here to Victorville. And I didn't take that first pill a month later because I had already had some pills prior to that. But you know how you go get a refill before your prescription run out. So so when I come out here to LA, that's, probably about 2 weeks after me arriving here, that's when my medicine ran out, and I had to take one of those pills that I had got from Victorville. And that first pill I took, ooh, boo. I said, this ain't right. I knew it wasn't right. I said, I ain't never felt this way before in my life. I said, something wrong with this. I told myself, it didn't look right to you when you got the medicine, because you said it didn't look right. So I drove up there to Cadillac Kaiser, and that's when I got a new one. That was fine because it was a nice lady there. I explained to her, told me that, oh, you already had 100 pills, I can't give you no more. I explained to her that was some bad medicine. So she gave me a new prescription. Yeah, that with the prescription she gave me was fine. That had ran out. I had to go back probably about 2 months later, only for them to have this Chinese lady who works in Cadillac Kaiser give me the bad medicine. So I'm saying that. So, like I said, when I know somebody bringing harm to me, I'm not going to be quiet. I'm not going to not say anything. I'm going to tell everybody I know. By then, by the time I came out here to LA, I had already isolated myself from everybody. I wasn't speaking to nobody. Nobody in my family. Well, meaning, nobody in my family. I wasn't speaking to none of my homies, because I had, prior to me coming out here to, LA, I had went to one of my homeboys' funeral. His sister had invited me and told me that he died. And then it was suspicious thing had jumped off, and my homeboy and his mother was telling me something without saying something. Sometimes you got to read a person, even if they're not speaking to you. You still got to know how to read the person. And I was reading them, and so I knew something wasn't right. So I was like, wow, I saw people from the other side of the tracks there, and I'm like, wow, I know, why are these people wanting to attack me? People from the other side of the tracks, because I'm like, I'm not no gangbanger. I ain't never been no gangbanger. I grew up in the hood. Yes, I did. I grew up in Compton. I love Compton. That's where I'm from. But I ain't never gangbang. There's not one video out there showing me throwing up any gang signs, saying any hollering out cuz. Ain't no blue rags tied on my head. There's no video, never. How these people so quick to have cameras and they phones and video and stuff. They would have had that by now, showing me gang banging, or they probably, I'm quite sure there's some videos of me hanging out in the hood, because that's what I done. I have history with Compton, the hood I grew up in. I have over 30-year history with that neighborhood. So yes, I am known, because that's a long history to have with a neighborhood. And so like I said. So I wasn't hollering out to my family and my homegirls. I mean, my homeboys or homegirls. Or then it's like I'm mad at all of them for not, you know, doing what I was expecting them to do. Well, kudos and shout outs to my homeboy and my homeboy's mother, who I know they came to cover me in that situation, and I felt they did. And I got up out of there. I didn't stay for the funeral. I hopped in my car, start hitting corners, doing U-turns, and I got up out of there because I felt something. And that's what you do when you feel something. So that's why I never did holler or say anything to these people. I mean, anybody else, but people because on Facebook and on Twitter, like I was on Facebook before I came out here, but I deleted like everybody that I knew. Not deleted it, I had opened up a new Facebook account once I came up out here. So it was nobody I wasn't following nobody, and nobody was following me. But when I found out, I let everybody know, like I said, on Facebook and Twitter, that the government was trying to kill me. I didn't have a problem with that. So I don't understand how people could allow someone to hurt them, or just even, I'm gonna just use this for instance, somebody shoots somebody, you know who, somebody gets shot, they know who shot them, but don't say who shot them. Up that, forget that. I'm not the one. I'm gonna say something. So that goes with anything. You're not gonna just hurt me and I not say anything. Oh no, it's not gonna go that way. I'm gonna say something. You know, it just makes me think, you know, like, you just don't do that. Like, you just don't do that. You speak up. You say something. You protect yourself. It's so important. You know, Martin Luther King may say, you lie down there and you let them hurt you. You just die in peace. Oh no, I'm not gonna lay down nowhere and let nobody hurt me. And not do something, not defend myself, not speak out. So, a year and a half ago, and before then, even though I've been in my situation, I have noticed a lot of people being in their situation, and it touches me. You know, like when Brandy was in the hospital, and she had got sick and something, and she started like tweeting out to her, telling her to be okay, you know, stay strong, you know, your daughter needs you. And Nene Leakes, her son, you know, young boy had a stroke or heart attack or something. I'm reaching out. You know, it's not that I'm reaching out to them, but I'm tweeting them, you know, my concern, like, it's okay, you're gonna be all right, you know, I'm glad he's okay, you know, things like that. Brittany Garner, when she was out there in Russia, I felt sad for her, and I'm tweeting out, you know, to the president, you know, don't forget her, even though I'm in this situation, even though when I'm tweeting out to Brandy and Nene Leakes, I'm still in this situation where I'm living out of a car, fighting for my life, you know, a prisoner at war, you know, and my concern is like, I want them to be okay, you know. And so when Brittany was in that jail, it's like, wow, I tweeting out, but I had found it strange. What really had wrung my attention was why nobody was speaking about this. It wasn't, because you know these devils that control social media, wasn't none of it on social media about her. I didn't watch the news because I'm in the car. I don't have a TV. But even when I was at home, I didn't care too much for the news as well. But nobody saying nothing. So one day I sit in the paper, and I'm in the what's that? The cafe, and I put the paper up in the window because I already knew the government, the FBI. These FBI agents are following me around, got their cameras out, just watching me. So I said, I'm finna give them something to look at. And this is something that they not even talking about. They not even trying to help or speak up on. So I put it in the window of the cafe. A big old picture of her talking about that she was still locked up in prison and things like that. So a couple of people walking past looking, and then when I get back to my car, people don't understand that these FBI agents that hacks in your phone or have these phone companies program your phone to one of their phones, they be communicating with each other and also saying things to be like, and then sometimes you may think like, damn, it seems like they talking to me. Well, they are talking to you. You know how sometimes you be saying that when you go to church? God, it seemed like the preacher was preaching that for me. 9 times out of 10, they are, because these is what these people do. So, when I get back to my car, let me say this one. Yeah, so they was like, oh, leave that alone. Don't say nothing. Be quiet. Then I'm looking on social media. I'm seeing, is her name Lisa Leslie, the basketball player girl? She even saying on social media, be quiet. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing about it. They gonna try to hold her if we say something about it. I'm like, this bitch not even making no sense. What do you mean, be quiet? This girl, and by this time, Brittany had been gone for about 4 months. Ain't nobody saying nothing. And I'm like, what is homegirl talking about? Be quiet. Don't say anything. They ain't gonna let her go if we say something. MF, she been gone for already 4.5 months. They still ain't let her go. And ain't nobody said nothing. So I'm tweeting it like I said. When I'm already in a crisis, I'm already going through stuff. But I be worried about other people. But I'm happy Brittany home. I'm extremely happy. I felt her pain. It was like I felt her tears when I cried because I knew she was suffering. And I just was listening to her speak on what's that, Good Morning America, to homegirl, and she was talking about the things that she had been going through, the old toothpaste, like what we going through now. They putting all this old expired products on the shelves for us to buy. Why these people take in the new shipment? They take the new shipment home and they go to the back in the stock room and put out all this old stuff for us to buy. But then she talked about how she was in the bed. The bed had a big old blood stain in it. And just all this stuff. And how they had that big old knife there. That was a setup for her. And I'm glad she was strong enough to know, never mind that knife. Don't think about that knife. She was trying to live. So I'm glad she had that state of mind, because they were hoping that she take that knife and kill herself. That's why they put it there. This is what these evil people do. This is what the evil white supremacist government do. They in cahoots with everybody. So, they in cahoots with everybody. So, yeah, this is what they were doing, hoping that she use that knife on herself, and I'm just glad she didn't. And I do believe she also was saying too. I'm gonna speak on her a little bit more. Brittany was also saying that how she believed she was targeted. I do believe she was. I believe it was all a setup, and it started from here. You know, she said she woke up that morning and everything just wasn't going right. That's where it started at. It started right here. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Yes, I do believe that these evil people that's attacking me was attacking her and put her in that space. Didn't want us to speak about it, to keep her quiet so that she can be forgotten and rotten out there. But I'm glad it didn't turn out that way. I'm glad she was able to come home. I was even upset at her wife. But who am me to be upset at her wife? But I'm just like that. I get upset at everybody. But her wife was quiet as well too. It was like everybody was quiet and nobody was speaking out, saying this young girl is locked up in a place where she should not be. So, yeah, I'm happy she home. But then a year and a half ago, some other person was going through something. And I commented on his situation on someone else's Twitter page. You know, like commenting, you know, giving some support like, hey, you all right? I thought he had integrity, but I was totally wrong about this person. So I was thinking, you know, that's why everybody was disliking him. But that wasn't the case. That's not the case at all. But then he must have saw my tweet or somebody must have told him about my situation. Then he want to act like he's an advocate and wants to lend his support and help. I was ignoring him because then shortly after that, I find him all on my Twitter page. I'm ignoring his posts and all the tweets of him that was put out on my page. And then one time I said, this person really trying to get my attention when he had his shirt off. I love a man. But anyway, he had his shirt off and singing to somebody on their birthday. But my fan was behind him with his shirt on. That's who really was my fan. I had no idea about this person until I got put in this situation and on Twitter, and then I hear what he was going through. So when he put that tweet on my page, so I liked it. Then after that, that's when the shit, you know, I gave a thumbs up or whatever, however it is on Twitter, I forgot. And so after that, that's when everything started falling into place. And I've always loved music as a child. I don't know, I was just raised up. Yeah, I guess everybody, you know, because I hear a lot of people saying that too. Like on Saturday morning, we cleaning the house and your mother had the music playing. But I can remember at 10 years old, my mother bought me my own record player. It played 45s. That's when we had 45s. I don't think 45 albums are out anymore. But yeah, she bought me that at 10 years old. I'll never forget. It was a little blue and white one. It was so cute. But she bought me one of those for Christmas. So so that'll let you know, I always been a fan of music, and my mother knew that as well. If she bought me a little radio player, a record player that played 45, she knew that I love music as well. But anyway, these people be communicating with me through music. And because they figured that out in Victorville, that I was a big fan of music, because that's what they were doing, music that this white supremacist person who became obsessed with me. I never have met him, but he was also jealous. And when I would communicate with people, he would put the music out there like that white group. I don't know the white group, but it would that song, I'm Not Going For That. And he was saying that when I would be like talking to guys pretending that, oh, I'm finna travel out there to where they at. But I was just pretending to be someone that I wasn't. You know, it was just like really a joke for me to pass time. And so, but anyway, so people out here got the message. He must have got the message. So he would start communicating with me through music as well. And then he, like I said, he started acting like I was assuming, maybe I was just assuming that he wanted to help. But then he realized, because these people were hacking my phone too, and he didn't know that, and they were seeing that how he was, you know, like posting things and not really communicating, but I guess they knew that he was trying to get my attention because these people are regulating my phone too. So once that person realized that these evil people are the same people that had him by the chokehold way before I even came along, these people knew that. I mean, he didn't know that. But then he knew that once, I guess they got in cahoots with him, because I remember one time he was saying, not communicating to me, but I know it was him. And he was saying, ooh, it's the Illuminati, you know. And I'm like, because I remember I had said, I know who it is. You know, I know who it is. Which I'm assuming is the government, the white supremacist government. So he had said that one time. So he's educated, but not smart. One of those type of people. This is what I come to realize. And so, like I said, I was very vocal, very outspoken, just very like, I mean, I just had this big mouth saying, hey, this is what I'm going through, and letting everybody know. So then he started like flipping the script, kind of, in a way, I noticed. And so I started seeing all different kind of things come up on my YouTube feed. Different things to what I had been used to from Victorville and the things that when I first came out here to LA. And so I'm seeing the change. So I'm knowing, I say, it has to be this person, like I said, who just came aboard, who was pretending to be this advocate, who was wanting to help. I said, it has to be him that's putting all this weird things on my YouTube page. First, it was a lot of transgender stuff. Because I figured out first, because it was this transgender person. At first, I was thinking it was a woman. So, and it was like one of those ads. And then I like opened up the ad and I started like reading into the ad, and her name was Danielle or Daniel or something to that effect. And I said, this is a man. And I said, oh, this is strange, because I said, why is this ad constantly coming up on my page? I said, it's something about this. So I kept watching the person. Then next thing you know, videos of him coming up. requesting for he wanted a Lamborghini or whatever that is, and just things to that effect. So I was like, oh. So I let it go. But then I started thinking, I think I know who's with this. But I still let it go. I'm still like doing my investigation. And then all these knives and this suicidal things coming up on my page. People playing with big sharp knives and punching it into sponges and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, damn, is they trying to send a message to me? But I'm watching and I'm just watching. And then one time I had spoke out after a while because a lot of that kind of stuff kept coming up on my page. And I said, somebody's trying to, put fear in my heart about trying to bring harm to me. Then I finally spoke out because a lot of videos and things was coming on. And I said something. I said, are you serious? Are you the one putting this all on my YouTube feed? I'm the only one that really was trying to help you and had your back and was trying to send you support, and you flipped the strip on me? And then somebody else put something on my feed saying, that's right, speak the truth. So, you got to understand how these people communicate with you on these social media. And I had said, oh, yeah, so I am speaking the truth. This is homeboy. I'm like, wow. And then it's like he started calming down a little, and he started saying, oh, my downfall is you not being here and da-da-da-da this. And I'm like, how could that be your downfall? You already know. I'm saying to myself, I didn't comment on that, but I'm saying to myself, you already know what you're going through. Use your thick skin and stand up for what you're going through and speak about it. Because I can't hear you. You're not being vocal about what these evil people are doing. And I'm very vocal. And so I'm saying that, but not getting no response. But I just put that out in the air so that it could be heard. And so this is time just passing and going on and stuff. So I said, I'm done with dude. Because it was like every time I turn on my phone and jump on YouTube, there's a picture, there's a video of him. It's like I'm getting burnt out of this dude. This dude's showing me that he's a cutthroat. And I don't do cutthroats. So I'm saying this to say too about this person. He have all these friends, lots of friends. He had a lot of people on Twitter too. But let me say this. And then I also knew that will start bringing to my attention before I got off Twitter. He had took a post. He had a profile on his Twitter page of an African man and a baby, a little young boy between his legs, meaning that the African is covering the kid. I got you. But then all of a sudden, he took that pinned profile off of his Twitter front page and put up this white person covered up in a sheet, and all you can see is their eyes. So that was a signal to me as well. So that's what really started making me watch this dude and watch these Twitters and YouTube stuff. Because that's when then shortly after that, I got off of Twitter, because I had realized when I got off of Twitter that he was a part of it, right? So then I started using YouTube, and then that's when he started popping up on YouTube all the time. Every time I turn up. At this point, I don't know if the white supremacist government gave him the profile and the link of where my phone was programmed. And then I'm also knowing that he had these people, like I'm sitting in these places, especially then I was sitting in a cafe. He would have people come and sit right next to me. And these people hacking your phone through your email. So people be aware of that. When you out and about, people could be sitting right next to you. I'm still walking. People could be sitting right next to you and they're hacking your phone through your email. So it's best just to take your email off your phone when you're out and about and when you're using it, because that's how these people hacking your phone. But anyway, so at this point I'm on YouTube, and when I'm on YouTube, I'm really like over this dude. But then he draw me back in because I'm thinking, well, girl, you may be thinking too much. You know how you are. You think a lot. So it's like, okay, I'm cheering him on. I'm supporting him. Oh, he's a good player. Oh, he's this. Oh, he's that. He's good. I'm a fan and da-da-da-da this. And he's just a good person. I'm always trying to put that out there. But then I stopped. Like I said, once I had really just came to this conclusion, which was last year, not this year, that this dude mean you no good. He's setting you up. He being a part of helping. I had found out that he was giving money, I mean big money, to the white supremacist government. Billions of dollars. Just breaking them off. So you breaking these people off. So this is why these people have this leverage and this pull to do all these attacks and bring harm and do all this crooked stuff. Because people like you, not only him, but people like you, celebrities, break these people off, these evil people off billions of dollars of your money. So when I realized that, first, I thought they violated him. This is the beginning of this year. That's when I had drew back into him. I don't know if it was this year. I believe it was this year, the beginning of this year in January. I drew back into him because he started putting posters all on my YouTube telling me to open it up, read it. He need my help. He want my support and da-da-da-da this. And he drew me back in. I opened up the thing and then I realized, hey, he's going through something. And I'm the type of person, like I said, when somebody going through something, I want to hold them. I want to cover them. I want to love on them. And so that drew me back in. But then I came to the conclusion he enjoyed, he appreciated, he embraced what they had done to him in January. So he's all in with these people because he continued buying them houses, buying them cars. Is it me thinking too much or am I right? Buying these people houses, buying these people cars. And I'm just like, wow. So it's like, then it was like at January when I realized all this stuff. And then he had all these little young kids were coming around. Like I said, things start to change when he started coming in cahoots. He would have all these little young kids, young boys, little young boys come around my car saying bang, 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 like they shooting guns and I own you, you mine, I've invested too much money. I don't know if he talking about that he had all these people paying all these FBI agents to watch me when I was already being watched. People had already invested in me way before he had came along. So, but he was having all these kids come by my car, bang, 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 and I own you, and you mine, and you ain't going nowhere. Then he would have this other little dude that's lived down the street that's kind of sweet as well, come by my car and spit out this ucky, gooey, disgusting, just calm, just nasty spit all in front of me while I'm sitting out in front of my car. So I know he was a part of him because he was one of these little sweet persons, as if this person had been revealed to me of who he was. So I was like, damn, I'm done with this dude. I'm just done with this dude. And I just started going on there and letting him know, nigga, excuse my French, but boy, I had people looking out for me way before you came. You just came and brought more confusion and da-da-da-da this and da-da-da-da this. This is what I'm telling him. And so at this point, he disgusts me. You know, even that when he had revealed that he liked both people, I was disgusted about that. But I had let him know that I don't dislike you. I'm just not into you like I thought I was, and God, I've been talking a long time. I don't know how many minutes, but I knew I just had to get in and say this. But like I said, and then before then, like I said, he's smart, educated, but he's educated but not smart. Because the things he would be saying, I'd be like, this dude is just straight need help. Because he would also say, they only like you if you tell stories. Why are you trying to make people tell stories, meaning if you lie? And I'm saying to myself, because I didn't respond to that post, that little thing he had put out. And I'm saying, why are you trying to make people like this? Dude is a grown person, 30 something. And I'm like, why are you worrying about if somebody like you? Why are you wanting to tell lies to make people like you? And I'm like, this dude I can't deal with nothing like that. And so, because at that point when he was saying that, I had been over him. And so, it was just crazy. But I'm saying I don't want to walk this way because it's a lot of traffic and y'all may not hear me because I'm not talking too loud. But I'm saying this to say too, this dude had lots of friends. He claimed to have lots of friends. He have a mama, he have a father, he have a sister. And I'm quite sure that he take very good care of them. If he's taking very good care of Satan, the doubles, and his friends and stuff. Because then he was also having his friends try to get my attention. Oh, he's finna be a multi-millionaire. He paid my kids to go through college and all this kind of stuff. Just really trying to get my attention. This is before, he was trying to get my attention to liking him when meaning, let me say this too, I'm much, much older than him as well. But he have lots of friends. Not one time did he try to speak out and holler out that he needed help. He's being attacked by he's being attacked by the white supremacist government, and he have kids by white people. Like I said, he have lots of friends. He have kids by white people. He have a girlfriend wife that he lives with. He call her his wife. I don't know if they are married. I'm just gonna call her his wife. Live with him and her mother. These are white people. Keep in mind, he ain't said nothing to them like, hey, yo brothers, because they are they're brothers because they are white people and they are white people. He ain't said nothing to them like, hey, they attacking me, they taking my money, they bringing harm to me, sexual flavors. He ain't said nothing to these people. So, and I spoke out about how I am. Once I found out they was attacking me, I just opened my mouth so loud that people in Watts can hear me from the west side of LA. And he didn't say anything. He started doing all this unthinkable. Like even one time I'm on Colin Kaepernick page and I'm, like sending him a shout out, and then next 2 or 3 days later I go back on this page and I see somebody made a new comment under the comment I made, and the comment has said, Kaepernick, you ain't nothing. The devil is better than you. That wasn't nobody but this sick person. I was 101% sure. And I commented on that page that I knew it was him who wrote that, because he would always go, because he's controlling my phone, he would always look at what I'm commenting on, contact these people to help or to make a post about him, talking about how he's a good person. He's very childish and things to that effect. And he was also telling these people to get me, meaning hurt me, telling them to hurt me because I knew too much. And one time I had said to him, I forgot what comment I was on or what video I was on that he had posted, and I had brought to his attention that I had knew about him and this other guy who had brung a computer, desktop computer to his home. And I had commented saying that I knew about it, and I know you and homeboy are in cahoots with doing evil on these computers. You know what his response was to me? Oh, don't say nothing. I'll pay you X amount of money every week if I be quiet. Like I said, this is the things that he's doing. This is what he said, right? Also, like I said, how he comment on Colin Kaepernick page that the devil is better than him. Also saying that, also commenting, making video posts and putting it on my YouTube feed saying that nobody cares about me and ha ha ha, that I'm in this situation. Does this sound like a person that's in crisis? Does this sound like a person who don't know what they're doing? This person knows exactly what they're doing. And I understand people, because it's probably somebody like me with a good heart wanting to support this dude. But they got to recognize that this dude don't want no help. He keeping himself in this position. He's also making after the game interviews about how he got to take care of his family. He's talking about Satan, the devil. This is who he's calling his family, because he do have to take care of them. Even Shannon Sharp said that. Kyrie, I didn't mean to say his name, but homeboy has to keep playing basketball to take care of his family. They're speaking about the devil. He has to continue to take care of them. Does this sound like a person that's in crisis that don't know what they're doing. This person knows exactly what they're doing. So I put out a video today and I took it down because somebody put a post of a video and I opened it up and I read it and it seemed like they were talking to me because I could understand it and I could relate to it. Saying that this person is in crisis, they need your help. But what about me? I'm in crisis. So it's like this person wants to get support where everybody joining in to try to support this bad person because he's a bad person. He knows exactly what he's doing. Just because I don't care what kind of issue, mental issue, or whatever kind of problems he might have or he may be dealing with, does not remove the fact that this person knows exactly what he's doing. Oh, yes, he do. Unless he's smoking sherm on some heavy kind of drugs or whatever that kind of stuff they be taking, then he may not know what he's doing. I do know that his family, which he calls these people, wants to medicate him. They wanted him, because when I was on Twitter, they was cheering him on, telling him to get medicine because they want to control his mind. But they had already had control of his mind. But they know that would hurry up to bring him in a space where they want him to, where they can take control of everything. Keep in mind, like I said, his mama, his daddy, none of his baby mamas, his wife, his mother-in-law, ain't nobody saying nothing. They watching this dude be attacked because I'm 102% sure that all these people that he's claiming to be his friends, his wife, his mother-in-law, his father, his mother, knew who's attacking him. Hadn't done anything, hadn't spoken out, haven't got that boy no support, haven't had him say, hey, you got all these followers on Twitter, won't you tweet this out to let everybody know what's going on? Nobody said nothing. Ain't nowhere in the world his wife could be in the same house and not know that this dude got all these channels set up on YouTube with cartoons. Keep in mind, like I said, he's over 30. Cartoons, channels, bringing in all these young kids, and she not knowing what's going on. She's not knowing that her own people are the ones that got a hold of his neck. She not knowing what happened to him, because I'm quite sure something happened to him in July. She's not knowing what took place in July. Ain't nowhere in the world they knew. But as soon as she got the MO that a good person like me was around and he was showing interest to me, oh, guess what? She's head over heels now. She want to act like, oh, I'm there for you. You never wants to communicate. You knock a nigga in the head. If he in the same house with you and he don't want to communicate, well, maybe you need to wake him up by hitting him in his head. How about that? And, so that was bull mess. Because she also said, oh, you can go out and be with her and see if that's what you want. And I'll be here waiting for you when you come back. What kind of dirty, nasty stuff is that? So, do that sound like a person who didn't really know what was going on, but only want to bring some kind of loving attention once she see that he has somebody, he's getting somebody's attention, or he's trying to get somebody attention that is a good person? So I was really upset about, so I'm starting revealing who he is and the attacks that he is having, like these Chinese people on the bus kicked me in the knee, having these Chinese people mad dog me. Like I said, the atmosphere, the environment, the people had started to change once he came around. So that's how I know that they were coming on his behalf, just doing all this stuff. So I was upset today when I found the video, and I was so happy that I found it, about somebody saying who he is and that they still whooping his butt and still got their hand around his neck and he's still their slave. And I was like, wow, this person really know this is true. So I copied the video and reposted it on my channel. Then I guess people was saying it to people that's trying to support him. And then they put out a video that, oh, he's in crisis. I don't understand how they gonna not recognize and not see who this person is. Like I said, all this stuff I just said, do it sound like he's a person that's in crisis? What he have done and what he have been doing to me? Do that sound like a person that's in crisis? I mean, he's controlling my YouTube. I mean, I get on my YouTube, he subscribed to other people's channels, and I don't subscribe to nobody's channel. But this is him, because it's always some basketball or some gay stuff or some sickening stuff. Now the sickening stuff had died down a lot. But he's always posting all this stuff on my channel and saying things, and it makes me mad. So it's like I'm fighting fire with fire. Okay, you want to do this and post this and harass me on my channel? Guess what? I'm finna explore you. I'm finna let everybody know who you are and what you're doing. I don't have a problem with that. Just like I let everybody know what the white supremacist government was doing to me, I'm letting everybody know what he's doing to me as well. But so when they said that, I felt some kind of way, because like I said, I'm a God's child. Oh, yes, I am. I love God so much. He's so good to me. Even though I've been out here living out in the car and for over 2 years and just not being in a good space. But I still believe in God. I still know he's good to me. And so it kind of touched me when I read the video, and I just felt like they were speaking to me. So I went back to my channel and I deleted the video. Okay, I'm saying all to say, like I said, all the stuff that this dude have been doing, constantly paying these people to help them create evil. I mean, harassing me and having people on the streets harassing me. Do that sound like a person? And then going behind the people that I like and then having people harass them as well. Like I know for sure that was him going after his ex-teammate. Then this other person that I always was a fan of, going after him, going after Colin Kaepernick, saying that the devil is better than you. This is what he posts on Colin Kaepernick's page. The devil is better than you. So, do this sound like a person who don't know what they're doing? This person know exactly what he's doing. This person do not want help. This person do not want to be saved. Because if he did, he would have been spoken out. He would not be using that YouTube to create all this evil stuff. He still have the same circle of demons that been in his life, that he's thinking that he has friends. That's calling these people his friend, while everybody is just taking his money. And excuse me, they just taking his money. And then he talking about He's a people pleaser. I mean, it's not funny. I shouldn't be laughing. But he's thinking he's a people pleaser and not recognizing and not accepting. He probably recognized, but I guess he liked being abused. He's probably used to it. That's why his mother and his father is not there for him, because he's used to being abused. This is why none of his kids' mother is there for him, or like he called his mother-in-law. That's why she ain't there for him, because he's used to being abused. So he knows what's going on, but continues to do it. Continues to keep these people around, but these people want to ignore me, the same people that I have reached out and tweeted to everybody about. And like I said, was nobody there to help me when I went in that hospital and walked out with that bad medicine that the government had, that Chinese lady in the pharmacy switched on me. It was nowhere in the world I should have walked out with that medicine. If I have these FBI agents following me, they should have stopped that and nipped that in the bud. Because guess what? I was walking out to my death. If I would have continued to take that medicine, I would have died. If I didn't have this sense of knowing something is not right, doesn't feel the same, I was coming into my death. And these FBI agents was watching that and knew that, and they knew this is what the white supremacist government do, and they just let me walk out with it. But now they want me to continue to cheer for this person who has been helping the white supremacist government bring harm to my life. They want me to believe that he's in a crisis. He's very manipulative. He's a habitual liar. And it's like, why should I trust these people that's trying to say, oh, help him, God wants you to help them, when these people didn't want to help me when I walked out that hospital with that bad medicine? That sticks on me so much, because that could have been my life. And no one stopped me from taking that medicine but myself. But yet and still, they want me to support him and be by his side, when this person knowing he out here creating evil and doing evil things. He knows this. He's aware of this. He knows exactly what he's doing. I don't care what kind of mindset he's in. Like I said, he's not on no, I don't know, because I don't know this person and never met him. I never even heard of this person until, like I said, a year and a half ago. So if he's not on no heavy drugs, he knows exactly what he's doing. But yet still, they want me to support him. I can't forgive him for what he done to me. He have done a lot. He had. And then you know what he was saying too? Because I was telling him at first, I was tweeting that, look, ain't nobody trying to help you. You got all these Israelites and your dad and your mom and things like that. And then he gonna say that I have, he said that he had the devil now. They were the ones that was helping him now. So he covered by them. This is what he said. So do this sound like a person that's in crisis and that needs some help, that don't know what he's doing? He knows exactly what he's doing. And like I said, I'm over all that. I really am. I'm not gonna post no videos about him, but that was a good one. And I was so happy to find out when homeboy was saying that he is a slave, he was fake. And what homeboy was saying was so very true. So very true. And I was so happy to find that. But I just went on and took it off my page. But okay, you guys, I've probably been talking for about 2 hours. I don't know. What does it say? Oh, it's an hour. But I'm gone. I just wanted to let y'all know that's not a person who's in crisis. It's like he's trying to come up off of my big mouth, me speaking out about what's going on, and he's trying to pay like he's a victim, and he's not a victim. He's a person who's enjoying what they have put him through, what they have done to him. He's enjoying it, he likes it, and he is one of them. I'm 102% sure. I always say 2 because that's my number. I'm 102% sure that he's one of them, and he don't have a problem with it. And he think that these people have him, but all his secrets have been revealed by them. Half of the stuff I know is because these white people would sit by me and reveal the things that this person had been doing. They would tell on everything this person had been doing. And I know they was talking about him. How do I know? Like I said, sometimes people can talk to you, but don't even be talking to you. And I'm one of those type of persons that recognize things like that. All right, you guys. I said enough. Look at these cakes. Girl be making some beautiful cakes, huh? Look at all these sweets. Look at that Cookie Monster. Everything's pretty. All right, you guys, later.